Are you struggling to sell during the current state of our economy? Do you want some tips on what to avoid when selling in the new workplace? Stick around because in this video, I will be sharing with you 3 mistakes to avoid and what to do instead. Always be closing? Sure. If it's 1987, use reverse psychology to trick your customer into buying from you. Wait, what? You may be spinning your wheels and trying everything and anything to figure out how to close more business in the new workplace. But until we address a few big no-nos and look at what to do instead that's actually effective, you're going to continue spinning your wheels and leaving hundreds of thousands on the table. Now, what if instead you learned a few tips to help you differentiate, make a bigger impact, and increase your closing ratio with every prospect you get in front of? The secret to closing more business today is understanding the art of persuasion. And once you understand a few things about persuasion and getting a prospect from to yeah, that's when the entire game changes. The first thing that so many professionals get wrong in this new workplace and in the old workplace is that your sales pitch is boring. There's no excitement, friends. There's no enthusiasm. There's no passion. And if you're not excited about what you do and the service that you provide and the value that you give your customers, then why would your prospects be excited to work with you? Back in the day when I was a wholesaler working for Jackson National Life Insurance, I noticed right away the difference between the successful brokers and those who continued to struggle. Across the board, the successful advisors all had passion and enthusiasm and excitement. There was life to them. And the ones that continued to struggle, no matter how many years of experience or how many degrees they had behind their name, there was no passion. There was no excitement. There was no enthusiasm. I would be falling asleep, bored out of my mind, having to sit through their presentations. Imagine a customer that didn't even understand a lot of the terms that they were using. Imagine the customer's perspective when they meet Boring Ben. Boring Ben presents like this. Today, we will be going over a few of your options. We're going to start with your name, your information, and what exactly are you looking for today? Oh my gosh. Now let's meet Vivacious Valerie, who is all full of passion and excitement. Valerie presents like this. Hello, I am delighted to meet you. Today, we're going to make this meeting all about you. This is an opportunity for me to learn about you, for you to learn about me, and to see if I could be a good resource for you. Now, if I end up I can't help you, I promise to find someone who can. Vivacious Valerie understands that when it comes to persuasion, there has to be a certain amount of emotional appeals. Aristotle stated that there were 3 modes of persuasion: pathos, ethos, and logos. Pathos are emotional appeals, and that is what is missing from so many presentations. Vivacious Valerie makes sure to ask the prospect, if this was the best investment you ever made, what will it look like 1 year from now? Understanding that when we get people to start talking about what they desire and the things that bring them joy, that's going to allow them to connect more deeper with you by getting all their emotional juices flowing. I can honestly say that my very first year in the industry, when I knew absolutely nothing, like I literally thought a bond is something you get on your bar mitzvah that matures in 7 years. It didn't stop me from finishing first in my company just in 9 months of production. Why? Because I had enthusiasm. I was excited. I loved coming into work. I loved presenting to my customers. I loved helping them. I loved writing up the contract. I loved everything about the sales process. And that made me contagious. My closing rate back then was through the roof. My very first year in the industry, when all the guys around me had much more experience than I did and knew more about investing. That's not what gets someone to buy. What gets them to buy is if they can connect with you in the deep. Now, the second mistake that so many professionals make is making the whole sales pitch about themselves. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but nobody cares about your company and their financial standing and their history and you and your experience. Not when they first meet you anyway. The only thing that prospects care about is what are you going to do for them? How are you going to solve their pain? Now, I personally know of a few large financial institutions that teach their sales team to spend the first 20 minutes building rapport by talking about the company and their financial strength and holding and their history and their mission and their values. Now, I don't know about you, friends, but I would walk out of that meeting. I do not have time in my day to learn about your company that I may or may not decide to do business with. Remember, friends, the most important thing to every prospect is how you're going to help them solve their pain. No pain, no gain. Now, imagine your customer's perspective. Would they rather work with someone who spends 20 minutes of their time educating them about their company? Or do they want to spend time with someone that wants to know everything about them, that wants to understand their needs, their pain points, what worked before, what's their desire, what is it that they wish to get out of this? That is where the connection happens. The deeper the connection, the greater the conversion, friends. Now, the next big no-no in the new world of sales is not using video in your marketing and sales effort. If you are not using video in your marketing and sales efforts, just remember that your competition will, and they will win. The statistics on using video speak for themselves. Let me share just a few of these with you. And then I will also share with you how one agent is using video to blow up his social media and his revenue. When you send a boring written email, your prospect may retain 10% of the entire message. Now, if you instead put that same message on a video with your face and your energy, the prospect now will retain 95% of it. Friends, that's 10xing your results by using regular email communication. Not only that, but adding a video into your email will increase the click rate by 300%. What? So your heart might be racing right about now, and I get it. I feel you. However, video is here to stay. And this is the future of business. You have a unique opportunity right now to differentiate because not a lot of people are yet jumping on this bandwagon, but they will. In fact, a few years from now, everybody will be using video to communicate. So why not jump in and take advantage of this golden opportunity? Now, here is a star insurance professional, Nate Jones, who is the CEO of Wexford Insurance, and he is here to share with you how he uses video and all the doors it has opened for him.
All right, the cool thing about being an insurance agent is that literally anybody can buy from you, and they can buy personal auto, they can buy whatever. So at the end of the day, it's about getting attention. And the best way to get attention with people that you don't know, because if you only sell to people that you do know, you're not going to make that much money. Let's be honest. You got to sell to the strangers. You got to get in front of the strangers. And by doing that, you need to be posting online. And I'm not saying post, write out a post. I'm saying make a video. I made 10 to 15 videos, and then I deleted them all. And I'll tell you why I deleted them all. And then I made 10 to 15 more, and I've had opportunities come from that. I've had people reach out to me looking for insurance that were I knew them, but I didn't really know them, but they saw me online. And I've had people give me free Pacer tickets. I live in Indiana, so we had free basketball NBA tickets. I've had a lot of opportunities to talk with people that I would have never got to meet because somebody shared my post.
Wow, Nate, that is some amazing results. Keep up the great work. Now, if you are ready to jump in and start your video journey, make sure to watch this video next right here where I dive in how to use video to grow your agency. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you found value in this video, please give me a thumbs up, click subscribe, and hit that bell so you never have to miss another tip on how to grow your agency in the modern workplace. I'm Violet Rainwater, and I'll see you next week.